welcome back Dunov, Revelation, and Marauder fans to Sins of a Solar Empire 2 tournament, 4 power 2 balance tournament. My name is Left Bauer. Today I will be casting the game on high stakes, and this is game 1, round 3 game 1 action between Frontier Negotiator and the Hermits. With that, we will get into the action. On team the Hermits, we have Cybermonkey on Advent Wrath and Tillinix on the Tech Primacy. And on Frontier Negotiators, we have Felingus on Tech Primacy and Aqua on Advent Reborn. So on the left side, we will have a mirror match of 2 Tech Primacies against each other. And on the right side, we will have Advent Reborn and Advent Wrath Faction Wars. Again, we are on the high stakes map, and so we will go over the map shortly, real quick. So each team starts off in their top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right corners, and then immediately has access to 3 planets. Those 3 planets, you have 2 tier 1 planets here. One is a Baron going towards your enemy, and then in the middle you have a tier 1 researchable planet, whether it be a ice planet or a volcanic planet. Then the next part that becomes a little bit more difficult to capture is the tier 2 planets for the ocean and the irradiated planets, in which you'll need to be up to tier 2 research, either on Harmony or, let me check for tech, for civilian, to make sure you have access to those planets. Now, the golden goose for all these teams is to get the ocean planets and get the income rolling on those, because they provide a substantial income no matter what faction you're playing. So those oceans become, I would argue, the most high priority planets for you to take.
Civilian research complete.
So we'll take a look at what everybody's starting with. So we have Felingus starting with the Marza.
A new colony has been
Typical
founded.
start for the tech at this stage, so I expect we'll see a lot more Marzas. We'll probably also see a Marza out of Tillinix too. Yep, we have a Marza also on Tillinix as well. And you can see that a little bit of different way to approach it. Both tech players have gone for the tier 1 researchable planet, and it looks like Aqua has decided to go for the Baron planet. And why is that? Because he has gone with a Rapture battlecruiser. So the Rapture does make it a little bit easier. You do have domination. You can steal. In this case, he's stolen a Javelus from the planet to make it a little easier to colonize it. And then we also have another Rapture again for Cybermonkey here in the middle, but he's elected to go for the volcanic planet. So very mirror matchy at the beginning of this game. We do see Raptures on both of the Advents. We do see Marzas on both of the techs. And I expect it to be fairly similar going through at the beginning. So we do have a exotic over here for what is this? Felingus, tier 1 derelict on this side, and it doesn't look like there's any other derelicts on the side of Frontier Negotiators. There is a nice string of 3 right here across the sun, this antimatter fountain and this ice field for both Aqua, looks to be both Aqua and Cybermonkey to be able to fight over. There's a nice level 3 derelict on the sun, and it looks like these Alexians are actually fighting the derelict off already. Let's check that out. Yep, the Alexians are fighting off the derelict, so maybe that'll be a little bit freer to take later on. On this antimatter fountain, it is a level 3 derelict. On this ice field, it is a level 2. Now, further up in the map, we do see that there is the geomagnetic planet, also with a level 3. We do have the antimatter fountain up here with a level 1, and an irradiated planet with a level 1. So a couple of nice derelicts up on the north side for Team Hermits to capture, if they choose to do so. It looks like, let's see, as the teams continue their early progression to the planet, we will note that there are a total of 4 neutral factions on this map. We do have the Vitrak Transport Cabal, which we'll talk about the first 3 really on this one. It's remote fabrication, letting you build any ship items faster wherever you call it in. the jump field stabilizer, which maybe you need to use it to get one ship out of harm's way very quickly at the beginning of the game. And it just lets you jump out instead of 8 seconds charge time, you get 4. And then you've got remote tachyon boost, which gives you a 75% move speed buff to all ships in a gravity well, and then it includes turn rate and move speed. It lasts for, I believe it's 1 minute, and I think the cooldown was up to 3 minutes instead of being 2. So I think this one's still very good and gives you a very sizable advantage when you're able to access it. On the pirates, we see the one that I think everybody in this map has probably elected to go for already. If I take a look at it. Yeah, boarding crew, as Tillings grabs it right on cue. So we do see boarding crew being grabbed here, allowing the capture of those neutral ships. All of these ocean planets, I believe, have the Harka heavy cruisers. That's what most of them will probably spend their boarding crews on, possibly the Javelises if they last long enough. And we'll just double check everyone's getting it. Cybermonkey's got his. I think Aqua just grabbed his as well. Where is he? Yep, Aqua has his boarding crew as well, and the Domination. And last one is, we're on Felingus. Felingus is a little bit behind on grabbing his. So again, looks like all 4 players have elected to completely ignore these irradiated planets in the back. So very interesting. Like I said, the oceans are like the golden goose. You kind of want to get them. If you're going to be in tier 2 anyway, you may as well go for the good planet and not the one that just kind of sits in the back and doesn't really do a whole lot. That said, the pirates and the Aluxians do rotate around the center of this map. Looks like the pirates are currently attached to Aqua's volcanic, and the Aluxians are attached to Tillings's ice planet in the back. Luckily, with the Aluxians, you can use your influence points for peace. So there's a good chance that Tillings will have to, unfortunately, invest some of his minor faction points into this recognized legitimacy skill just to keep some of those ships off of his planet and so he doesn't lose it. While we're talking about the Aluxians, the other technologies is the Aluxian Economic Advisor, which gives you some bonus credits and some refinery exotic build time. And then we also have the Aluxian military observers. But I believe we will be getting a fight shortly. So Cybermonkey is up to 205 supply, and Aqua at 150. Are we going to see our first fight of this game? It looks like Aqua's positioning to go at this ice field. Let's see what we got here. Cybermonkey is fighting off the protectors of this derelict, getting his rapture into the derelict loot zone to grab this level 2 Anvar and Endurium. I have watched this game already, so I do know that there is a significant amount of fighting simultaneously. I will do my best to try and make sure that I can get both of these fights captured at the same time. So Aqua sending in his disciples to kill off the Cybermonkey's disciples. However, Aqua is behind on count, so this may not go the way he expects. But we do have another fight going on the other side. It looks like Felingus is pushing in onto this ocean planet that was just taken by Tillings. But Tillings, I don't think, has the fleet to fight this at this point. 13 Cobalts over here for Felingus, and I see only 6 for Tillings. So I don't know if this is going to go well for him. So check in on the other fight before we get back in there. Aqua has lost all but 2 of his disciples. Looks to be down to 1. So just 1 disciple remaining. But he does have 5 Javelises, 2 Cybermonkeys, single Javelis. It'll be interesting to see. Yep, and Aqua is targeting directly at this Javelis to try and thin out the damage. And Aqua has now moved into the derelict with the minus 200% capture time. And once you lose possession of the derelict, you cannot get it back without killing the ship off. There's no easy way to do it. It does secure the derelict, so we'll double check on this side of the map, the fight going here. So Felingus has 13 Cobalts, to the 7 of Tillings. And I think I saw Dunoff jumping in on the backside. Yes, so Felingus does have 2 capital ships up early. Does Tillings have his up? No, he's going more corvettes, or I'm sorry, more frigates to supplement his fleet. We'll see if this Dunoff happens to be enough to win off the fight on this side. Like I said, action on both sides of the fight. We do see the Aqua has pushed out Cyber Monkey, so we'll go back to this ocean planet. A lot of Cobalts here, sitting in the radiation bomb, deciding to just tank it right through this Marza. We do see the radiation bomb go off on to Tillings's 2 corvettes over here, or I'm sorry, frigates over here, and Felingus gets his out. And I don't really like this. I think that this Mars is now crippled. It's going to probably, it's taking damage and it's not leaving. This needs to get out of here, Tillings. Oh, there's a concussion charge. This is not going to go off. This Marza is dead right away and forces significantly now in Felingus' favor. I believe it's just going to be picking off ships as we go. So we'll go to the other side. Aqua fighting again into Cyber Monkey's side. Cyber Monkeys does have the count bonus here on the Disciples. So in a Disciple versus Disciple match, you really just want count, even though research does matter a little bit. We see the Plasma Nova go off from Aqua onto all of these Disciples just to get a little bit of bonus damage. It is not going to kill them though. It looks like it got them just a little bit below half shield. That said, there's only 2 Disciples left. I think Aqua's going to have to retreat here shortly just because there's nothing left for him to really... He can't really kill anything here unless he's shooting specifically at Cobalts. Yep, and he chooses to run away. So we'll check the other side. Looks like there are now 3 capital ships here for Felingus. Yep. Felingus has added a coal battleship to his fleet. Up to 7 Cobalts, a bunch on their way, and 15 Cobalts here for Tillings, and nothing else. So I believe that he's going to probably just chew up some of these other Cobalts and maybe the Gardas and leave. Nope, he looks like he's on his way out. Unfortunately, there is a light factory here. It's going to keep printing stuff out. But that gives Felingus the ability to capture, or at least bomb out this ocean planet. And Tillings is going to have to shore up his ships in order to mount a defense at this barren planet. While we were watching all the action, it does look like the Aluxians have stolen this ice planet away from Tillings. So he's down to an ocean planet that he has no investment in other than a couple of logistic slots and defense. And it looks like he's going to try to mount his defense here at this barren planet. He does have a level 1 Marza out now, but looking to, I believe, build a bunch of turrets. Looks to be 3 autocannons and 1 Gauss. Does he have, is it the auto Gauss? No, we don't have that on this map. So he's just going to try and fortify up in this bear and see if he can control it.
We've lost contact with one of our planets.
Alright, and Felingus does have access to this ocean planet now. I believe that this will give him a nice spot to push from. He's spent a decent amount of money leveling up his own ocean planet. Let's see if we can check it out.
Civilian structure complete.
Yeah, 7.5 credits for population only, 1.3 on mining, 1.1 on crystal. So significant income here. And it looks like Cyber Monkey does want to go in after this level 3 derelict, probably just to get these exotics here. Does Aqua see it? Not yet. He does see that the planet is abandoned. What else did we miss? Oh, we missed that he also has a 100% culture rate artifact on his ocean planet. So getting up the Temple of Communion right here to push the culture onto Cyber Monkey. Even just having 1 Temple of Communion here with the bonus of the culture item, that will push him over the top on this ocean. So Cybermonkey needs to be exceedingly careful. While his culture is slowly ramping onto this ocean, it will get pushed off by Aqua's Temple of Communion on this side.
You opted out of bidding.
And Cybermonkey does almost have this derelict completely captured. And we see Felingus' 206 fleet supply over here at this ice planet. Looks like he's just going straight through. He's going to ignore the planet. And he's going to go straight for the homeworld. So Tillings definitely has to come back and defend this. Aqua, on the other side of the map, Aqua is realizing that there is nobody home at Cybermonkey's ocean planet. He's sending his fleet in to go and fight for it. Does Cybermonkey notice? I think he really wants this derelict. It's almost done. Yep, he does notice. Nope, he's actually going for a scout. But we have to check out Homeworld Siege here. So this Marza is going to get shot at by 3 capital ships immediately. And the Coal Battleship does have Fusillade and Experimental Beam. The Marza does have Concussive Shell and level 3 raised planet. The done-off is Energy Transfer and EMP Charge. Now this EMP Charge will do a wonderful job of clearing shields off of ships, but when these ships are early game, they don't have ship research for tech, where they don't have shields. So I don't know how much help it's going to be, but it's definitely going to remove antimatter and shields from capital ships while he's able to focus fire that. So we'll check out the bigger fight over here. Aqua trying to knock out this lesser factory, fighting into 4 laser defense turrets. And let's see, 2 kills, 2 kills, 3 kills, 2 kills. So we see 9 kills just from these laser turret platforms. And Aqua's looking like he wants to get out of there. So we'll check on what's going on this side. There's a number of light frigates, but light frigates aren't going to win against 4 capital ships. It looks like he's added another done-off to this fleet. So there's now 4 capital ships out for Felingus. And it looks like he's trying to stay out of the range of these turrets that Tillings has put around the planet here. Trying to fight anywhere but there. Actually, it looks like he wants to run this fleet away at this point and go back for this Baron. Cybermonkey's chasing Aqua towards his back line. Check supplies really quick. So Aqua has gone up to military tier 3 for hostility 3. Does have the illuminators out, so he's going to start pumping out illuminators. Cybermonkey is currently supply blocked at 500 and is still a long ways away from getting to those illuminators. Now, I don't know the Advent matchups as well as I should, given that I'm casting a tournament, but I believe the only thing that really fights with illuminators is if you decide to go bombers or illuminators of your own. So Cybermonkey is going to have to get his illuminators out very quickly if he wants to start getting the damage out that he wants to get out against these illuminators. Otherwise, they'll be quite tanky. However, we do see a level 6 Rapture here for Cybermonkey. Is he going to cast the Malice? There's the Malice cast onto these Disciples, and they are just gone. Absolutely gone. Nothing that can be done about it. And Aqua's in an awkward position now where all of those resources he had spent up, he's down to 200 to Cybermonkey's 400. There's just no supply left here for Aqua, so he's going to have to retreat. Yep, he's retreating this Rapture, trying to save it for another day. I did see a Radiance jump in on this side. I believe he also has a Progenitor. He does have a Progenitor. Looks like he back-capped on this irradiated planet. As did Cybermonkey. Quite the mirror match right now. So really the big difference happens to be this level 6 Rapture happening to kill off all of these light frigates just to immediately secure a fight. And on the other side of the map, we'll just check in on this side. Felingus still has his capital ships and his light frigates here. Just continuing to go through the planetary defenses. Tillings does have a substantial production facility here and 2 trade ports, so he does kind of want to defend it. However, like I said, you kind of need all those Gauss turrets. We need these Gauss defense platforms shooting at capital ships. And unfortunately, there are 2 Dunovs with level 2 energy transfer, level 1 energy transfer. So unfortunately, I just don't think that these shields are going to get chewed through no matter what Tillinks does. So we'll check the other side, the other fight. Aqua's fighting over here. There are 8 Illuminators now for Aqua. 51 disciples for Cyber Monkey. So he might even just have enough resources to chew through all of these ships here, because when you get to a big enough count starts to matter, especially with these ships.
Item completion confirmed.
Is this Rapture going to go down? Looks like we're going to get a shield burst coming off, so he does get some extra shield. Probably still going to run it away, while these other disciples and illuminators are just picking off stuff in the background.
Our vessel is crippled.
Did get the cripple off, but that's not going to be enough. But it looks like Cyber Monkey's going to chase after that Rapture, really wants it dead. So we'll check in on this fight here. So all of these capital ships, except for this Cole, are pretty healthy. Looks like Tillinks does have the shield upgrade now on his Cobalts. See if that's going to be enough to stave it off. He is correctly focus firing all of his Cobalts directly at these light frigates, so definitely the right thing to do. As Aqua has this Rapture still running away from all these disciples. We'll see if Cyber Monkey decides he wants to keep fighting. Because unfortunately, like I said, he's behind on getting his Illuminators out. And doesn't really have the researches queued up from what I can see. So it looks to be like this is going to take a long time. We'll see what Aqua decides to do with it. Some shield and some armor came back. Is he going to chase it all the way down is the question. Tillinks doing a nice job fighting off the frigates here for Phalangus. But again, these capital ships are exceedingly strong. Where'd that Cole go? Did I lose a Cole death? Nope, Cole's alive, just moved. So Aqua continuing to run away his Rapture. Rapture's safe at the home planet. And it looks like all of his light frigates, he's up to 32 now and 13 Illuminators up against 52 disciples in this gravity well. And another 10 and 2 capital ships up in this side. So he did also get crippled on his Rapture. So again, very mirror matchy on that side of the map. And it's going to, I think, be whoever just decides to oversupply or undersupply the other. So Cyber Monkey still missing a research here and is about to be supply blocked at 500. Aqua also noticing he is currently supply blocked while he does have his Illuminators out. And a lot of exotics just coming in right now for Aqua. And we see Hoshiko's coming out for Phalangus. Still fighting into these turrets though, so I'd like to see what's going to go on here. And it looks like Tillinks is now going to focus fire on this Marza. We'll see if that's enough. Going to the other side, we see a lot of disciple chasing going on here between Cyber Monkey and Aqua. Aqua now up to a Radiance, Progenitor, and Rapture. To Cyber Monkey's also Radiance and Rapture, and Progenitor's on its way out. Shield Restore just too good, I guess, for light ships at this point. So trying to get on the same point as Aqua here.
Hostility research complete. Civilian structure complete.
Phalangus still fighting down these frigate factories and taking out these Gauss turret platforms. Once these Gauss turret platforms are down, there's really no threat for any of these capital ships. So we'll see if he's able to just continue to fight off the rest of these ships here. Aqua going in on the other side. Seeing a count of disciples here, he does want to go in. Looks like this fight's going to happen. So 33 disciples up against 75. I don't know if this is going to be enough. That's a lot of disciples from Cyber Monkey. He also has the shield regen going for his disciples. Aqua thinks better of it, decides to run his ships away. Does get a nice plasma nova coming out of this Radiance, hitting onto these disciples, and they're going to take a little bit of chip damage, but not through the shields yet. So checking the other side. We might actually have a calm point on the other side of the map now. So we'll check out on this side. So Tillinks has gotten up to 32, 31, 30. Cobalts. Still 20 Calebs for the side of Phalangus, and 17 Cobalts of his own, with the 4 capital ships that are still quite healthy, and the Hashikos, which are just going to keep everything as healthy as they can. Looking really just to go after these structures, it looks like. Just kind of ignoring the fleet, other than these Cobalts shooting back at Cobalts. Radiation bombing does come out onto Tillinx's Cobalts. He does have to run them out of it. Going to continue fighting those, trying to keep all of these buildings alive if he can, while additional turrets come up on this side of the map. Although Tillinx, again, still down to these 2 planets here. Phalangus all the way up at, what is this, 6 planets on this side, while the other side seems to be pretty close to a stalemate just between these two. Aqua up to 527 on his planet, Cyber Monkey at 500 on his side. Also getting the increased supply. Also looks like he wants to go to the Illuminators as well. It just might not have enough time. And it looks like Tillinx is about to lose what's left of his Cobalts on this planet. And that might be it, because I don't see any production facilities on this side. So it's 527 to 94. I just think that's it. There's the GG call from Tillinx. Cyber Monkey also calls GG. So that will be Frontier Negotiators going up 1-0 in this best of 3 against Team The Hermits. See you later for the next game.
Item ready.